hear me now?
Yes.
Thank you. My name is Jackie Prescott. I became a Free Methodist attender, member in Santa Barbara. John and my two sons, Christopher and Alex, we lived on San Rafael in Santa Barbara. And around the corner from us was a little church. Not little, it was pretty big. And this was at a time when John started doing cocaine. We had a beautiful home overlooking the ocean and everything was falling apart. My son Christopher was 1, Alex was 4, and we'd go for daily walks because I had to get away from him. And we walked by the church and everybody was happy. Everybody was smiling, they'd come up, hey, why don't you come on in and have lunch with us? They don't know me from Adam. That was Santa Barbara Free Methodist Church. And I knew that at that moment, that's where I needed to be, and that's why my life was so miserable, because I didn't have God in it. And that's when I learned as a Christian that my husband and I were not equally yoked. Which, if you find that someone and you question the Bible and ask them questions, if you guys don't get along on your religion, you will never get along the rest of your life practically. It is a main concern in our lives. And John was an atheist, bitter Catholic. He hated anything about the Bible or God. And I said, I'm going to church. Then it was the fight where you can't take our kids. And then there was the fight, you can't take our cars. And then there was the fight of taking my Bible and burning it. Every time he did something, God gave a door to open up to me and said, nope, you got to be there. Nope, now the car's fixed, you got to go. Take your kids, if they complain, it doesn't matter. But being in that church was important. Listening to the Word. The first sermon I heard of Pastor Denny's was, we are all broken. None of us are perfect. We all have hidden feelings that we never express. And I lost it because I too was becoming a crackhead. I too was not eating, and it was great because I was down to a svelte 120. And it's called the wine and cocaine diet. These are bad things. And I realized after going to this church that people did not live like we did. They paid their bills. They paid their rent. They fixed their cars. I thought John knew how to do all this. And I relied on his, because I was taught the man is the head of the household. And it was never obvious to me that he was not the man of the household. He could not make money enough to keep his drug habit and his nice business going. So I was sitting in my backyard one day on the picnic, out overlooking the ocean with my 2 beautiful children. And I just, I'd been to church for a year. I made the decision that I was going to join the Free Methodists, and I'm also going to move home. I want to go home. And it was clear, everything that happened for the next month was perfect. I got packed. I got organized. People from the church helped me. No one, and there was always somebody there when John was about to explode and tell me what I was going to do and where I was going to go and what I was going to be and what I could eat. You have no idea what a person that you think is intelligent. I thought I was intelligent could be controlled by someone. I didn't have any friends. He wouldn't allow me to have friends. It was a control issue to keep me down. Well, when I got God, I wasn't down anymore. And we looked at Pastor Denny. I said, I'm moving back to Michigan and the area, and Ferndale Free Methodist was there, and I went, it's right next to my, well, it was junior high. And I said, I never even knew there was a church there. And so God put Ferndale Free Methodist for me here. And Bethany Mason from our church, 20 years ago. I've been here 21 years now. And she was the first person to pick me up because I didn't have a car. And she gave me my first Bible because all my others John had burned. So you have to understand that I was going up against Satan. And he was everywhere in my house. And just as much as Satan was there, God was there too. And every time you people think you're lonely, you are not alone. You really, one of the classes Pastor Scott taught one time was being prayer specific. And after learning about being prayer specific and not rambling stupidity and whining, my prayer became daily, hourly. I pray to the Lord all day long. We talk. Thank you and bless you. This is the first time I've ever been up here, and it's the first time I never cried. I've always cried every time I'd have to come up to the altar. So after 21 years, I've made it. I can come up here and not cry. And I can hold my head up high and say I own my house. My car is paid for. My children have grown, and one is living in Thailand as a teacher. One is living with Kathy over there, her daughter Danielle, and has a wonderful job. I divorced John and raised those two boys, plus Adam Runovich, who in the back is a son from another mother, and 4 other sons that have come along. So I tell people I have 6 sons. So not only did I raise my own, I raised other children too. And I was a single parent. And what do you hear? Single parents don't do well. Well, you got God on the side, you can do anything.
Amen.
If I had not had this church, I would have died years ago. You get hope from coming to church. You get strength in coming to church. Yes, I can pray to the Lord at my house and build an altar at my house. It is not like having a church family. This is the rock on which my life revolves around. Many times I thought, I gotta move, we gotta move. I'm like, where will I go to church? How long is it gonna take me to get to Ferndale? And then so it's always back to, I'm staying. I'm not leaving. So I just want to say that Ferndale is wonderful. Everybody here are kind and giving and lovely. A Free Methodist, as in all the states that I've been to the churches, we seem to be all connected, we are, but they too believe in prayer is powerful. So it's nice to go into a church that I'm not even a member of and know we're praying for the same things. And I love you all, and I thank you for letting me tell my story.